Hello, Mr. Young. How are you today?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
So today we brought you here to interview you about Black History Month. So our first question is, when you hear Black History, what do you think of?
The word Black history has quite a few meanings, but when I hear the word, I think about all those people of color that have gone before me, that have paved the way for the progress that I've made in life.
What do you do during Black History Month? Is there anything special that you do?
I do try to read novels that are written by people of color, African Americans or Hispanics or anyone that are of color and those that are not of color. So I try to enjoy a good book and learn more about history, my history, that I didn't know before.
Does Black History have a certain meaning to you?
Well, Black history reminds me of my childhood. Many of those things that we see on those black and white films that's shown during Black History Month, I actually lived through. Some of the white and colored restrooms or water fountains was available around in my childhood. So it brings back some of those memories. But also during that time, it reminds me of the bond that I had with my mom, my dad, and my two brothers.
That's sweet. Do you try to teach your students about Black history?
Every day.
It's a good way for them to understand history and appreciate it.
And also find a connection which makes Black history relevant to them. While sometimes we try to connect ourselves to things, but we don't understand what the connection is. So by me teaching them some of my life's experiences, it gives them the opportunity to reconnect to their past and even to look forward to their future.
Do you have a favorite Black history leader?
I do not. I think all of the ones that came before us were important in their own way. The doctors, the lawyers, the scientists, the astronauts, the ball players, all those people had value to us accomplishing what we've accomplished. So my favorite is all.
Now, there's this talk about how Martin Luther King is better than Malcolm X because Martin Luther was nonviolent and Malcolm X believed that if somebody hits you, you hit them back. Is there anyone that you follow more?
Well, I think both Malcolm and Martin had their own points. They went about trying to make change in a different way. But it doesn't mean that the way that one or the other used is wrong or right. It's just that sometimes as people we do things that we think are correct for that particular situation. So there are other people in our lifetime. Medgar Evers also was a civil rights leader who was assassinated in his driveway. He wasn't a violent man. He just happened to be in an area that was violent. So you have to look at what's trying to be accomplished more than how people are going about accomplishing it.
Is there anything else you would like to add about Black History Month?
I think it should be year-round.
Well, thank you for letting us interview you. We appreciate it.
And you for interviewing me. I enjoyed the experience. Thank you.
Hello, this is Micah Barden with your sports news. The Panthers are 15-1. Can we keep pounding or are we going to choke? The Panthers have beaten the odds and overcome almost every challenge. The Panthers will be playing against Denver Broncos in the Super Bowl 50. Will we beat them too? Or are we going to choke? The stakes have never been higher. This will be the first time since 2004 the Panthers have been to the Super Bowl. This has been Micah with the sports news. Until next time.
Hi, I'm TMZ, KMZ News, and I'm here with Mr. Wardwell. So today we're going to be asking you about the Spectrum Club.
Absolutely.
So what motivated you to create it at the school?
Sure thing. When I was in middle school and high school as a gay student, I personally got bullied a bit, and I a lot of times felt really alone, like there wasn't a space to talk about those issues. Then there was a Spectrum Club at my high school, and it was a wonderful place. I got to learn more about issues affecting gay people. I got to meet other people, and we got to try and make our school a better place, get some activism going in our school building. So I thought it was a really great thing in my own school, and I wanted to make that great thing happen here at Kennedy too.
Do a lot of people go?
Yeah, our biggest meeting had 18 people. Our smallest has had 8. So we've had a good mix of students from all grades.
I personally think that that's going to help the students because like a lot of people, since they get bullied, they like commit suicide. I think that's gonna let them like talk about their feelings and like not hold it in, and like not make it like a ball. So I think what you are doing is really good.
Well, thank you. And I would encourage anybody to come by. I mean, we have plenty of students who are straight, meaning that they're men attracted to women or women attracted to men, who come too. It's a great place to be supportive and just to talk more about these things. And who knows, you might have a friend down the road who would really benefit from having you as a strong ally, you being really well informed and knowing a lot about this.
How do you think this will affect the world if like they do it in more schools all around the world?
I think a lot of times middle schoolers can bully about things they just don't know much about. You know, if it seems new or different to you, it's easy to bully. But if you learn at an early age that there are tons of gay and lesbian people who are ordinary, happy people and learn to treat them with respect, I think people will treat each other better all around the world, absolutely, and be more caring for each other.
I think, well, like I said again, I think what you're doing is really good.
Thank you.
And thank you for letting me interview you.
Of course, absolutely. Thank you all for your time.